Welcome to Violin Lessons with Strings of Praise. I'm Diane, and I will be leading you through learning some beginning basics about the violin, things that you can certainly work on at home on your own. In my private lessons with students, I typically, in the very first lesson, will start with a whole bunch of important information about the violin, and I will also introduce parts of the bow and how to hold the bow. So this video that I wanted to make today is specifically about parts of the bow. It's important to know what the parts of your instrument are so that as you're taking lessons, when your teacher refers to different things, you'll know exactly what he or she is talking about. When they say, let's start at the frog, you can know exactly what that means and know that it's not some amphibian out in the yard that she's talking about. So we're going to jump right in and look at the bow. I have for you my violin bow. Okay, this is what the bow looks like. It's got some neat little designs and parts to it. So let's look at the parts of the bow now. Here you have the tip or the point. The very tip top of the bow we call the tip or the point. This black part here could be brown on your bow. This is round and it's hard. This is the stick of the bow. Okay, so you have the tip and you have the stick. This light colored part or white part that you see here, looking at this closely, this is the hair. And it's very important to never ever touch the hair of the bow with your fingers. The reason is we have oil in our skin, and if that oil were to get onto the hair of the bow, the rosin doesn't stick in those places where your fingers have touched it. And so our very important rule about the hair is never touch the hair with your fingers. Okay, moving on, you have the grip. This part right here, it's black and silver, this is the grip of the bow, and that aids in finger placement on the bow. Next is the screw. You can turn the screw and this loosens and tightens the hair, and there will be another video about loosening and tightening the bow hair, rosining the bow, and how to care for your bow. So you have the screw. Lastly, we have the frog. This whole rectangle area here is the frog of the bow. So to review that, you have the tip or the point, the stick, the hair, don't touch the hair with your fingers, the grip, the screw, and the frog. There are also 3 sections of your bow. You have, if you were to look at the entire bow, from about the middle point of the bow, this is the upper half. Moving up from the middle to the tip is the upper half of the bow. Going from that same point down towards the frog is the lower half of the bow. And then if you were to take about 1/3 of each section of the middle and the lower half, the upper half and the lower half, you would end up with the middle of the bow. And for beginners, this is the best place to start playing, is in the middle of the bow. You're going to produce the best sound the easiest. So review your parts of the bow several times. Get a picture of the bow on our website that also has the parts. Review this video a few times. Say these parts to a friend. Say them back to your teacher to make sure you know them. One of the best ways to see how well you know something is to teach it to somebody else. So grab a friend and say, hey, let me teach you what I've learned about the bow. Thank you so much for watching our video today about the parts of the bow. Please visit our website, www.stringsofpraise.net, for more lessons and videos and pictures and a lot of information about playing the violin.